Good evening. My name is Jen, and this is going to be a wind down, relaxing, take rest video, okay? Hi, Lola. A way to relieve stress at the end of the day, to rest and relax, to set yourself up for relaxation at night when you get home. Okay. So of course, getting outside is one of them. It's a great way to calm our nervous systems, is coming out in nature. And yeah, absorbing all of the good stuff nature has to offer. Grounding down. Okay, so we're going to begin by releasing the neck, sitting in a seat, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to drop the chin to the chest. Releasing along the back side of the neck, maybe rolling the shoulders, taking some shoulder circles, moving in one direction and then the other. And checking in with the upper back, the neck, and the shoulders. Belly in, find a tall spine, a flat back, and then we're going to drop the head back, broadening through the chest, through the shoulders. Opening up the front side of the neck. Let your head fall back as far back as it will go. Let it hang. Broaden through the chest and the heart. Lower jaw can meet upper jaw. Or you could bring the tongue to the roof of your mouth. And then maybe we roll the shoulders one more time. And we're going to drop our left ear to our left shoulder, and our right hand is going to walk out to the right. The left hand can reach for the top side of the head, intensifying the lengthening in the right side of the neck. So really let those neck muscles lengthen out, relaxing the neck and the jaw, the facial muscles. And breathe, inhale and exhale. One more inhale here. Inhaling fully, exhale. Draw the belly in, grow a little bit taller in your spine. Continuing to breathe in through your nose and back out through your nose. The left hand is going to walk out to the left, the right ear to the right shoulder. The right hand can reach for the top side of the head. Maybe walking the fingertips out just a little bit more. Finding more length, stillness, and ease. Maybe softening in all those neck muscles, in the tissues, in the brain. Soften in the brain. Soften at the space in between your third eye. You could also find a gaze here, any point in space, or at the tip of your nose. Good way to find the tip of your nose when your head is tilted to one side. And then releasing the neck, take some neck rolls, dropping the head, the neck from side to side. Right shoulder, the chin goes to the right shoulder and over to the left shoulder. Drop the head, chin to right shoulder, chin to left shoulder. Then we're going to take some neck rolls, some full turn neck rolls. So we're going to let the head hang back, and then right ear towards the right shoulder, let the head come forward and hang, left ear, left shoulder, and the head falls back, hangs back. So full neck rolls, rolling the neck and head in one direction, and then the other. The neck is a place that we hang on to a lot of stress, of tension. it gets tight, right? Our head gets heavy. Our neck has to hold it up all day. So it's nice to give the neck a nice stretch, a release. All right, and we're gonna work the shoulders and the upper back just a little bit more. So we're gonna press our palms away from us. Press the palms away from you, making a hand print with the palm of the hand. So the fingertips point up and the heel of the hand is going forward. We're pressing into the heel of the hand, lengthening out through the wrists and relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Okay, we're going to take some shoulder rolls forward. It can be small circles, they can be big circles, it doesn't matter. Just roll your shoulders forward. Draw some circle shapes with the heel of your hand, your fingertips. And then roll the arms back. There's a boat out there. That's a boat. Feeling the shoulders warm up a little bit and then shake them out, loosen them up. So you can just roll the shoulders or you can shrug the shoulders and then release them, tensing and releasing. Relax them back and down away from the ears. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do a twist. So all of these are to help us to relax, release stress, and calm the nervous system. So we're going to go into a twist. Matirandasana. Anyway, that's the Sanskrit. I'm not 100% on the Sanskrit, but I know the twist. So we're going to start with the left knee on top. So we're going to bring our right knee straight out in front of us, bending the knee, and then the left foot is going to cross over the top of our bottom knee. All right, so the left knee is up, and we're going to inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky and look up. Big full inhale. And exhale, we're going to bring our right hand to our right shoulder, and we're going to twist from our lower, middle, and upper back, hooking our right elbow outside of this left knee. Okay, so the elbow or the tricep. Maybe you can get all the way up to the tricep or bicep here. Knee by the shoulder, and then the right hand just comes forward, and the left fingertips go back by the base of the spine, twisting into the spine, in the torso, twisting from the torso, feeling this in the upper back and neck as we gaze over the left shoulder, past the left shoulder blade. So this hand can kind of point up as we gently press the elbow outside of the knee or the thigh bone to intensify the twist just a little bit more. A couple of breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Continuing to find the length in the spine, in the neck and in the shoulders, shoulder region. And then we're going to take a counter twist, counter pose. All right, so we're going to go left elbow to the inside of the left knee. All right, and the right arm can do the same thing. It can reach up and then reach back for the base of the spine and just gaze over the right shoulder. Same thing on the other side. One more breath. Really checking in with the spine, the neck and the shoulders. Remember, we're twisting from the base of the spine. And then switching sides. So left knee goes on the bottom, right foot goes on top. You can draw the knee in towards the chest. Sternum is lifting, rising up. Left arm reaches up first this time. Big full inhale through the nostrils. The right foot is planted, and then hook your twist. So if you want to intensify the twist, we bring the left hand to the left shoulder, twisting lower, middle, upper back. Then the elbow goes to the outside of the thigh bone or knee, gazing past that right shoulder. The right hand goes back by the base of the spine as a second spine. Twisting, lengthening up nice and tall through the crown of the head. grounding and anchoring with our sitting bones. A couple more breaths, 1 or 2 rounds, inhaling through the nose, exhaling it all back out. 1 more. Inhale, we fill, we gaze, we reach, we lengthen. Exhale, contract. Counter posing this, so right elbow inside of that left knee. Left hand going back by the base of the spine. Taking the gentle twist in the spine, gazing over that left shoulder. I'm feeling loosened up already. I had a lot of neck tension today. A little bit of stress in the shoulders. And this is just kind of going to be a seated yoga today. But we're going to take eagle, all right? So we're going to continue to get into the upper back, the space in between the shoulder blades. So we're going to take eagle arms by stacking our right elbow on top of our left. So we cross them and we stack them. And then we can take a bind. So the wrists are gonna kind of cross and stack. And then you can bring the palms together wherever the palms land. You could make a fist. Some people like to make a fist here. And then we want to lift the elbows up, drawing them into the center line. Breathing into the spine, into the neck and into the shoulders, elbows up. Trying to really expand the upper back while maintaining a flat back and a tall spine, belly in. And then the elbows are going to point up towards the sky. So we're going to turn this into a back bend. Elbows up, elbows up. Sternum is lifting up. Keep gazing up awkwardly in this eagle arm pose. This is good for drishti, good for concentration. Back bending as far as you can, trying to look back behind you as you send the sternum up and forward. Exhale, bring them back down. Release something, let it go. Shake it out, roll it out. Tense and release. Shoulders up to the ears, squeeze them up to the ears, and then release them back down. Relax them back down. Down away from the ears. Okay, so eagle arms on the other side. This time the left is going to stack on top of the right, and then you can take the bind with the wrist or bring the palms together to touch. All right, and lift the elbows up. Your eagle arms. First, find your drishti out in front of you, your gaze place where you rest the eyes, focus the eyes, your concentration. Breathe here. Inner focus here. That's what we want to do. It helps us to bring us back to our center. Back to our center of focus, our center of gravity, our center line of energy. Moving to the center of our bodies. And then the elbows go up. Lift the elbows up, 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 up. Turning this into a back bend, sternum lifting, looking back, heart coming forward. Keep going back, looking back, staying back. Elbows up. Shoulders away from the ears. Fingertips are touching, elbows touching, and then release it, let it go. Shake it out, roll it out. And we're going to move into seated cat-cow. So we're going to bring the chest forward, opening up the throat, Exhale, belly in, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale. So we're just staying in our seated posture. So you could be on a block here, okay? Any kind of seat. You could lift the hips up, elevate them above the knees if it's more comfortable. When you do this sequence, one more time, draw the shoulder blades together, sternum lifting, upward facing. Inhale, exhale, rounding like a cat, chin to chest, making some room in the spine. In between the vertebrae. Okay. Hopefully this helped your neck and shoulders release fairly easily. We're going to come on down to our backs and hug the knees into the chest and move into a bridge pose. And these are just all postures that are continue to help us wind down and find some ease. Peace and ease. So pretty out here tonight. This is an impromptu class. I actually wasn't planning on doing this, but I kind of felt called to it because it's so beautiful. I came out to catch the sunset and do some sun gazing at the end of the day. So lowering all the way down into the back, drawing the knees into the chest and gently rocking from side to side, reaching the hands around for a bind. And just gently rock from side to side. You can drop the head, gaze from side to side. Try to gaze all the way down, releasing any tension in the face, in the eyes. As you look all the way down, when you turn the head, adding in some eye yoga. And then when you look up, really gaze up. And then look down. One more time each side. Gazing up. Gazing down. Looking down. All the way. And then we are going to straighten our legs up to the sky, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Find that space in between the shoulder blades and ground it down. Making a footprint towards the sky, we can flex the feet or we can point the toes. We can roll the ankles. Just getting into an inversion, getting the feet above the heart. You could go into any inversion of choice or bring your legs up a wall, bringing your sitting bones as close to the wall as possible so you kind of drop them over to the side and then you straighten your legs up the wall, getting those sitting bones as close to the wall as they will go. Or you could bring a block here underneath the sacrum, underneath your sitting bones. Once again, good for digestion, good for the nervous system, good for the brain, good for sleep, helping us to wind down. Maybe lifting the chin up slightly. Couple more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Inhale. Fill deep diaphragmatic breathing. Exhale. Belly draws in, forcing the breath back out. Making more room, making more space in the inner body for light and love to exist. Peace and harmony, balancing our brain. And then we're going to rock up to our seat with our legs straight. Coming into Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. So we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, lift the sternum up, little mini back bend. Sternum can come forward and up. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward and fold. So we're going to hinge forward from the hips, reaching the fingertips forward and folding ourselves in half. Inhale, peek forward for length, extending the spine. Relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Exhale, belly in. Flat back for length. So you can bring your chin to the shin. Or you could choose to round the spine, bringing your forehead to your knees. This is more of a spinal extension. The other is more of a stretch. Really breathing into the backside of the heart and of the lungs, the backside of the lungs. Fully filling, fully inhaling, and then exhaling, draw the belly in, emptying out the diaphragm. You can flex the feet, you could point the toes, stretching out the shins, or activating and stretching the fascia in the feet, the arches of the foot. You could also grab a bolster, a blanket or a block, and rest there, taking it a little bit more supported. Then we're going to come back onto our backs, taking a happy baby. So we're going to open up the knees and feet wide, opening up the hips just a little bit, opening up the knees and feet wide, making a footprint towards the sky. So open those knees as wide as you can. Hands are going to reach inside of the foot for the outer edges of the feet, or you can just find your ankles or your shins here. You can reach your hands inside of the feet, grabbing the outer edges of the foot, and open those knees up a little bit wider, as wide as you can. The knees can stay bent. It's a wide-legged happy baby, opening up the hips and the pelvis just a little bit more. But it's okay if you don't want to take your wide-legged happy baby. You can draw the knees a little closer down towards the mat, towards the ground. If you want to open up your inner groin region, we try to open the legs up a little bit wider, and maybe you can straighten the legs here. It's okay if there's a bend in the knees. Lift the sternum slightly. Inhale, exhale. Belly draws in, inhale. Relaxing and melting the sitting bones down. We don't want to lift the hips up. We want to keep them slightly grounding here. Continuing to find length in the backside and the spine, backside of the body, and of the heart. Maybe expanding in the heart. You could gently rock from side to side, or straighten one knee and so one leg would be in half happy baby with the knee bent, and then straighten one leg all the way out to one side. And then you can take the half happy baby on the other side, bending the knee and straightening the opposite leg out to one side, lowering down as low as it can go. This is a great place to have a strap as well, placing your foot around the strap and hanging onto the strap rather than the foot. Bringing the knees and feet back together, draw them into the chest, and gently rock from side to side. Wind releasing pose, helping to aid in digestion and relaxation of the body and of the mind. Relaxation of the mind and body. Relaxation in our heart and in our soul. So we're going to drop the feet down, walking the feet out wide, drop the knees to touch together. So planting the feet, we're just realigning the spine, keeping it in a nice straight line. We're going to take one bridge pose. We're anchoring and grounding down. So this is good for the legs and the feet. So we're going to walk our feet hip width apart, a little closer together. The heels can touch as close to the bottom as possible. Okay, so walk the feet in, trying to keep the knee over the ankle. And then press your way up into the palms. So plant the palms down and then send the hips up. Send the hips up as high as they will go. Fingertips can touch the heels as we lift our sitting bones up. Lift the hip bones up. Lift the thigh bones up. Draw the knees in towards each other. Inhale and exhale. Melting the upper back, the neck and the shoulders. Releasing any tension or tightness that is left. Really pressing into the feet to lift the hips up just a little bit higher. You can interlace your hands here, making a fist. Send the knuckles towards the feet, towards the heels, away from you. Lift the hips up once more, a little bit higher, and then slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. You could also do that supported as well with a couple of blocks or a bolster. Lowering all the way down to the sitting bones, grounding. Walk those feet out a little bit wider, drop the knees into touch, and windshield wiper out the knees, dropping them from side to side. You can drop the neck from side to side too, finding that gaze, doing the eye yoga if you want to. Using your drishti, helping to aid us with inner focus and concentration when we can really have that gaze. It's like gazing on our goal as well, right? So where we focus our attention, awareness goes. So wherever we focus our attention, that is going to grow. So the more that we can focus it, the more powerful we are, and the better concentration we have. A sense of focus and awareness within us. All right, so if there's anything else you would like to get in tonight, you're welcome to take a full shoulder stand, plow pose, bringing the feet overhead. If you're ready for rest, if you're ready for bed, we're going to take rest in a side-facing Shavasana. So this is once again good for the nervous system, good for the brain. So we stack our knees, we fall over to one side, and we want to support the head. So we can straighten the lower arm, and maybe if you have a block or a pillow or a blanket, you could rest your head there. And you could also put a prop in between the knees. Okay, I don't have any props out here, unfortunately. So I'm just going to use my arm and take rest. This is what it looks like. And if you're at home taking rest, please get comfy, support yourself, put something in between the legs and the feet, maybe, and of course underneath the head, and really get comfortable and restful, right? Really find that support from the earth, and just let all of your tension, stress, anxiety go. Let the nervous system unwind. Allow it to wind down. Make yourself a cup of tea. Have a nice herbal remedy of something good for the nervous system if you are kind of stressed out, like holy basil. I just bought some holy basil today. That's a good one. An adaptogenic herb that is calming for your nervous system. So we want to drop into rest and digest. So stay here for as long as you need, as long as you would like. Beginning to tap into the parasympathetic nervous system. Our rest and digest state. Our state of ease, our state of comfort, of wellness. Have a great night. Namaste.